Major Indoor Lacrosse on the Deuce. It's a big, big game. A must-win. There's no tomorrow. A loss tonight can be devastating. The Baltimore Thunder have to play the game of their lives against the world champion Philadelphia Wings.
Place your bets. Place your bets. The playoff picture is up for grabs, and the question is, who will strike it rich tonight? The Buffalo Bandits, the Baltimore Thunder, or the Philadelphia Wings? Last week, the Bandits had a chance to cash in if they could win back-to-back games against the Thunder and the Nighthawks. They rolled a lucky 7 against the Thunder with a 23-12 pounding, setting up a win-and-in situation versus Rochester. But superstar Paul Gates ran the table with a hot backhand, putting the expansion Nighthawks in the playoffs. With a win, the Thunder can strike it rich. A loss means the Bandits strike gold. You're looking at a sold-out Core State Spectrum, and they're defending Major Indoor Lacrosse League champs. The Philadelphia Wings are battling the Baltimore Thunder. The Thunder has to win to advance to the playoffs. They're in 5th place now, but if they win, they'll go to 3rd place. Here is the result of either possibility. If the Thunder win, they will play the Blazers at Boston, and they'll be in 3rd place against the 2nd place Blazers. The Nighthawks will go against the Wings at Philadelphia. If the Wings win, the scenario changes. The Wings play the Bandits at Buffalo, Blazers against the Nighthawks at Rochester. Key players tonight. How about these two rocks? Brian Kronberger, he's got 17 points, tied for 2nd on his team. He can hit with a lot of force. Scott Gabrielson, team captain, 41 faceoffs. He has 1. He does it all as team captain. Ted Sawicki, Dallas Elliott, an all-pro who is playing at his highest level right now. Sawicki will be challenged tonight, and Elliott wants to remain healthy for the playoffs.
Right away,
Tony Resch,
right away.
2nd-year head coach.
Now.
2nd year, he has been guaranteed a playoff berth. He is the defending world champion, the North American Cup champion. And Skip Lickfus for Baltimore in a must-win situation. All set to drop the rock. Paul Canabine, number 6 for Baltimore in the gold, red, and black. Silver and black. Scott Gabrielson gets the opening face-off. Make that 42 face-offs won on the season. First offensive set, Marek. This first line for Philadelphia is loaded into Gary Gates. This is the combination, the Canadian connection. Marek and Gary Gates. Push call gives the ball in a fresh 30-second shot clock back to the Wings. Wings are 16-3 lifetime against the Thunder. One team has dominated another more than Philadelphia has dominated Baltimore. Comes in, wheels for the right-handed shot. He's usually an all-lefty, and Sawicki gets beaten early. That'll be one of the critical stories. How long will Ted Sawicki stay in the goal? All the way across to Marek from Gabrielson. Backhand, Sawicki makes the save. Good save there for Ted Sawicki, the veteran. Dixon can't pick it up. Neither can his teammate against the boards. Mueller couldn't get it, but a push call gives it back to Lindsey Dixon. 1-0, Philadelphia leads early on. Not even 2 minutes gone. Gary Gates, the league's best player this year without question. Lindsey Dixon going in against Govett. Govett, the bad boy of the Wings team. Sheck can't pick it up, watch out. What was Sheck thinking? He lets it go, and now Rogers chases it down. What is Rob Sheck doing? He lets 2 balls go right past him. It's as if he was expecting a timeout, standing flat-footed while Philadelphia ran past him. A bizarre scene. A must-win, and Rob Sheck standing flat-footed as the ball rolls past him twice. Rob Sheck played at Philadelphia's Core State Spectrum last year, a member of the Wings. Meanwhile, McAvoy comes in with the ball as the new line is in. This is Kevin Finner, and he can't pick it up. Watch out, fast break for Canabine. He can't get it. boy off the pipe. Our shot clock at 30. We are into action. Lee Belfo with Christy Lee on the sideline from Philadelphia and Quinn Kesling on the Baltimore sideline. We'll be talking to them as the game wears on. Must win for the Thunder. They are out without a win. If they win, they vault from 5th to 3rd place. Here comes a shot by Miller. And a big save from Elliott, the all-pro goalie. Mark Millen, fast, stalled his speed. One of the great shooters. Millen. A big save by Sawicki, his 2nd of the game. The score is still 1-0 Philadelphia. Jeff Wills. See Baltimore pushing the tempo, stretching the field. Johnny Blashley dressing tonight. Has not dressed the last few games. John Blashley, an All-American at Towson State, getting a chance to make a dent. Stewart takes the shot and a block. Didn't know where it was, but it was at the feet of Dallas Elliott. So Elliott got with 2 saves on the first 2 shots against. And we're under 12 minutes first quarter. The score 8 spectrum is rocking. Sawicki starting to get comfortable. He's made 3 straight saves after the first one whizzed by him. Was shot by Gary Gates. Far side, the defender brings it down. Stroop gives it off to teammates Holmes, 22. What a season he's had. 6 short-handed goals, folks. He has done a great job. Tries to get the right-handed shot pushed out of the efficiency area. Gary Martin is retiring tonight. Has played more games in the other wing. What a great shot and a goal for him. 2-0. Philadelphia leads as one of their favorite players puts them up. We'll be back in just a moment.
Tonight's major indoor lacrosse league game of the week on ESPN2 is brought to you by Bud Light, the best-selling light beer in America. By STX Lacrosse Equipment, the name in lacrosse sticks, equipment, and apparel. And by Millman Licensed Apparel. Just call 913-384-8960 for your brochure.
Welcome back to the Core State Spectrum. Lee Felsmo, Christy Lee, and Quinn Kesling. Tonight's a big night for Gary Martin. You just saw him score a goal, and tonight he got an award from the governor of this state, the mayor, rather, of Philadelphia, and Mike French, the general manager, former general manager of the Philadelphia Wings, for being the player who has played more games for Philadelphia. So a big moment, and then, of course, in the first quarter, he gets the 2nd goal of the night. Tim Welsh for Baltimore also is a story because he is not playing, the 2nd leading player and one of the all-time leading veteran players for the Baltimore team. Why isn't he dressed? Let's go down to Quinn Kesling.
Coach, Tim Welsh not in uniform tonight. Any reason?
Didn't make practice the other night.
This being a playoff game for you guys, you win, you advance, you lose, you go home. Any change in strategy?
No change. We got to come out and play a little bit more intensity. That's what it's just, you get this far to get to this position, so you have to make up for it there.
Leave Baltimore thus far lacking intensity, trailing by 2.
It's not hard to get intensity for Philadelphia when you've got 16,000 plus fans and a retiring player who's been here for 8 years plus Gary Martin. So they are riding the wave of emotion, Philadelphia is, and doing a good job of it. Chris Flynn single-handedly killed Baltimore last time. He does it again. Baltimore's just not chasing these loose balls. Flynn gets out in front and just motors ahead of one of the fastest guys on their team and beats Ted Sawicki for goal number 3 on Philadelphia. His 5th goal this season. Guess what, folks? 4 of them have been against Baltimore. He had a hat trick last time in Baltimore, almost single-handedly broke their back. Here goes Philly again. Gate can't find rope. Their check hammered. Rogers can't pick it up. Baltimore seems very flat-footed to me. They're making some hits, yes. They're stepping up the transition on occasion. But they are not hitting people en masse. And the guy who scored the second goal, Gary Martin, and the man of the hour with Christy Lee.
The intensity really is high on the Philadelphia Wings bench. Gary, what a way to come out on your last regular season game.
It's amazing. It usually takes me 6 games to score a goal. It just so happened. The adrenaline's really flying high. It's the first sellout we had this year, so I think the whole team's getting into it. It's just playoff fever right now, and we're trying to build on that.
Hopefully we'll talk to you again.
Okay, thank you.
Gary Martin, by the way, a proud new dad. He had his son a couple of weeks ago. Well, his wife did, Bradley. And Baltimore just scored, apparently, Lee.
Adam Mueller put one in. Mueller, the veteran who came to this team from Detroit, he puts in the first goal for Baltimore, and what a timely shot and goal for him. They were on the verge of getting just hammered in the first quarter, but Mueller comes in and gets goal number 1 for Baltimore. It's a 3-1 game, only 6 minutes into the contest, so these teams are firing it up. That stops a 3-0 run, but Philadelphia has controlled the faceoffs. They are 5-0 in faceoffs so far. That is something that is a shock to Klausner for Baltimore, who has been pretty effective there. Not tonight. They'll have to improve the faceoff picture if they want to win this game. If you've just joined us, it's a must-win situation for Baltimore. Philadelphia's in first place no matter what happens tonight. And yet they come out to a 3-0 lead. Tommy Young is our head referee tonight. He's wearing the white helmet and the wireless microphone, so that we'll hear him make some of the calls from the field. Johnny Blatchley with the ball, number 15. Teams at even strength, no penalties yet to give any team an extra player. Trying to get it over to Wills. Shot clock down, and they lost possession before it expired. Trying to get it to Denikin on the fast break, but picked up beautifully by Blatchley. Blatchley gets hammered by Bates, but he comes out with the ball. Moving pick on Gotti, who came in there to help Blatchley, and they'll lose possession. 3-1, Philadelphia leads. We're about halfway through this first quarter. Shot on Sawicki, but it's wide. Watch out, Bitter. There's a timeout on the floor. Finneran puts in goal number 4. Hip high, stick side. Ted Sawicki looks a little rocky. Philadelphia leads by 3. We're at the Core State Spectrum. Philadelphia off to a very quick 4-1 lead. They have been running and gunning, and Ted Sawicki is being shot at consistently. He doesn't look particularly sharp early on, and you might see J.J. Pearl in this game before the first quarter's out. Not fair for Teddy. He's getting a lot of these shots in close, like that one. Finally, they block it up on Chris Flynn. The faceoff was controlled again after the timeout by Philadelphia. Look at this. 2 men back. 6-0 on the faceoffs in favor of Philly. Balker hammers. Kronberger can't get the ball back from Kerwick. Guy Nostra into Flynn. He is checked. Martin backside to Nostra, but it was checked in flight by one of the Baltimore Thunder players. Under 7 minutes. Still 3-goal lead. Baltimore not looking particularly sharp, I've got to tell you. They must be feeling a little tight knowing they have to win. They have got to win to advance in the playoffs. Philadelphia is comfortable. They're in. They're first place no matter what happens. Yet, they are finding the motivation to keep it going. Gary Gage, head fake. Up top, Rodgers can't pick it up. Shot clock down to 11. Watch Gary Gage coming in with a couple fakes. Takes it from outside. Sawicki gobbles up. Looks immediately for the fast break. Goes near side to Dixon. Dixon ahead of Govett, but there's plenty of players back, including Gabrielson, who makes the first check. Millen tries to fake at Govett, going right. He got broke. 4-2. Loves the left hand. He's a natural lefty. Watch him go back to the right. Get Govett overreacting to the defensive posture. Watch. He'll play it to the right. Hard shot directly overhand, and he just puts Elliott on his heels. Big goal. So won by Adam Mueller, and one by Millen, keeps the Baltimore Thunder in the hunt. They're down by 2, 5:39 left first quarter. And again, Philadelphia wins the faceoff. I can tell you, folks, they're 7-0. Baltimore has not won a faceoff yet, and that is something that has to concern Skip Lickfus. They've got to control faceoffs to have even a chance of winning this game. They've got to at least go 50-50. Jeff Wills looking for the left-hand shot. Overhead for the corner and brushed aside by the all-pro Elliott. Bates hammering in, Gotti comes up with a loose ball. That's what they've got to have. Watch out, Stroop! Arm save.
Back up, fellas, back up. Go back, go back.
It's Gotti against Bates.
Okay.
And they'll each get 2 minutes in the box. Referees will sort it out. They each go to the box. Teams will still be even strength. And Ngotti's trying to get his team fired up. The Philadelphia fans, the Core State fans, really doing a number on the minds of Baltimore. But what's at stake for the Philadelphia team? They're on a 13-game home winning streak. They don't want to lose that. They need 10 goals to maintain the scoring lead. Second straight year they've had that. And Gary Gait needs 3 points to become the Mill scoring champion. Gary Gait having maybe a career year for him. He is in tremendous condition, playing great offense, great defense. He is doing it all for Philadelphia. This first quarter is a critical quarter for Baltimore. They're just trying to get out of this and survive it because Philadelphia comes out so strong in the first quarter against all the teams they face. If you can survive the first quarter against Philly, you're going to be all right. Whoa! Elliott with another save. Acrobatic. McAvoy gets hammered by Wills. The ball down loose, 2-on-1 if they can pick it up. They can't get it. Gary Gait came back to help. Miller looking far side. Denikin's over there. Gary Gait now. One guy can't handle him. It's 4-on-4, one man each in the penalty box, and a good check by Curry. Todd Curry was an All-American midfielder, like Gary Gait was at Syracuse in an earlier era. Curry, he's not a big shooter. He's a great ground ball guy looking to feed here. Rodenberger, he's got a big shot from out front. Pick there, he's open in front. Can't find the player behind him. Pick and roll, got him open. Shot clock down to 10. Being hammered by Chris Flynn. He can't find anybody to work with. He's down to 5 seconds. He better get one off quickly. 3, 2, 1. And that one picked off by Gary Gait. This will be trouble. Curry's the only one left. Syracuse on Syracuse. Here comes no three. Brushed aside by Sophie. Baltimore trying to weather the first quarter. This has been really the success story for Philadelphia. They killed teams in quarter number 1. Now the crowd cheering because Klodson for Baltimore number 7 goes to the box. Gary Martin right there on your screen.
He's got 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
All right, Tom Young absolutely adamant about the flagrant penalty, Klodson on Martin.
On Klodson, 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Well, this is a must-win situation. We talked about having to get through the first quarter, and Klodson just killed his team. He absolutely is killing him with this 5-minute penalty. Up to the head. That slash right there with the stick, that slash to the face, gave him 5 minutes. That's it. That is the 5-minute penalty. The push, the shove didn't matter. He wouldn't even call a penalty, but that right-handed batting kind of swat to the face gave him 5-minute penalty. It'll take 2 goals by Philadelphia to get him out of the box. It's 4-on-3. 200 players in there. Watch out. Sawicki's being tested. He makes 2 saves so far. Up top, Nostrin gets in real close. Watch out. Here comes Merritt. It's 2-on-1 up top, and here's Marichek going behind the back and hitting the corner with such accuracy, it's hard to believe. Right under the pipe. That's goal number 5 for Philly. They're still a man short on the Baltimore side, down by 3. The Core State Spectrum's rocking for the Philadelphia Wings. They have owned the first quarter against everybody they played, and they're doing it again tonight. 5-2 they lead. They're still a man up as Baltimore gets their first face-off of the night. That's hard to believe. There's only 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, but they needed it big time because Klotson is still in the penalty box. Philadelphia has a man advantage, 5 against 4. It'll take one more goal to release that 5-minute major penalty. They've already scored 1. Canabine has the ball against Flynn. They've got 4 on the shot clock. Canabine wants to get a shot off. He takes one left-handed. New shot clock. If they can get the ball, they can kill more time. No. Elliott, far side. Up to Finneran. The great feeder. One of the best in the Major Indoor Lacrosse League from Ohio Wesleyan. Gary Gates. Nostrum down low to Finneran. This is a 5-on-4 standard set on your power play. Watch Maricek down low, back to Finneran, and intercepted by Angotti. Oh, wide open to Maricek, down to Finneran. Maricek can't get it. Finneran made one pass too many, but a bad pass by Angotti got him in trouble early on. That'll be a push.
Push on the road.
And they go down. Christy Lee's got Brian Volker on the sideline.
Brian, are you really surprised at this quick start that your team's off to?
No, we started fast all year. You know, we figured we'd just come out, press on them, and go out and get them. That's how we've been all year.
What about your defense? You're playing really well.
We're picking it up. Dallas is playing well, and, you know, it's just clicking right for us right now.
Great defensive guy, Brian Volker. Thanks a lot. Lee?
Brian Volker was an All-American at Hopkins. This is Maricek. He's a defensive specialist. No, Finneran can't finish it off. Baltimore very careless down there, losing it 2, 3, 4 times a set. They're going to kill themselves just by losing possession. Denikin can't find it. They've been lucky. It's 5-on-4. They've had possessions, giving it right back to Philly, and eventually Philly dents the net. Penalty down to 2.5 minutes. Finneran working it low. It's 5-on-4. They're going to wear out this man down defense, but when he comes up huge, finally, Timmy Horn. This guy can score against everybody man down. He's going against Gary Gay, who makes one check, gets it back. Finneran. And Sawicki comes out to take it away. Both teams having a little trouble handling it. 30 seconds left in the first quarter, and still 2 minutes left in that major penalty to Klotson. Baltimore really put themselves in a bad spot with that. Canabine. Man down, shoots against Elliott, and Elliott gobbles it up. That's a good move by Canabine. These guys need goals. Burn up some time and go for it. 10 seconds in the quarter. They've got time for a shot yet. Maricek comes down with 5. He doesn't know it, I don't think. 5-4, yes he does. Shoots from way out front. Wills picks it up, and that'll end the first quarter. They've still got a man in the penalty box. Philadelphia gets a 3-goal lead. Oh, and we come back. Second quarter action from the Core State Spectrum. Watch the NHL on ESPN2. The Flyers from Philadelphia against the New York Rangers. Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Right now, Philadelphia's got another team that is really doing great things. As we look at the truck inside the monitor wall, the great brains of creativity in there, bringing you this game. Paul Pistol, producer, Brian Cooper, director, and Quint Kesenick. Kesenick on the sideline along with Christy Lee. And for you folks who are taking notes, I got that back. Brian Cooper's the director. Paul Pistol's the producer. And I'm on the mic. It's a 5-on-4, still a power play. The 5-minute major penalty has a minute left on it. Shot and a goal, but the whistle had blown. No goal. Let's go down to Quint Kesenick with backup goalie J.J. Pearl.
J.J. Pearl, you guys are down, giving up 5 goals in the first quarter. You think you'll see some action?
We might see some later. Ted's playing pretty strong right now, so we're going to go with whatever works. Skip says, you know, if I need to go in, you know, we'll do whatever it takes to win this game. That's all we got.
J.J. Pearl on the ready here in the Baltimore bench.
Big save by Elliott on a great play by Millen. Watch out. Nostrum against Sawicki. Sawicki comes up and fills up the shooting lane. Beautiful job by Ted Sawicki. He gets it up front. Baltimore brings it right back. But it was a great play for Millen to come in, get the shot. And it was Elliott making the initial save. Stats summary first quarter. Look at Philadelphia's 16-9 in shots, loose balls 21-15, and faceoffs 7-1. I tell you what, that is total dominance, folks. And to only have a 3-goal lead, I think Baltimore is lucky in that respect. Lashley takes a shot. Here comes Gavin, one-on-one. Kennedy comes back, trailing players. Martin will get the ball. No! Gavin takes it on his own, and a save by Sawicki. Martin was wide open. If he just gave it up, it would have been a slam dunk. Opportunity lost for Philadelphia. Down to the other end. Here comes Clausen out of the box. Can't beat Elliott. Clausen had just come out of the box. That was a good chance for them, and he didn't take advantage of it. Here he comes again. Back to trailing player Lindsey Dixon. He's got way up front. Robbie Sheck, fake, and a save by the great Elliott. Wraparound shot by Martino. Another one by Sheck, and they can't beat Elliott. Standing ovation by the Core State Spectrum fans. Dixon. A little bit of a disappointment this year because he hasn't put up the numbers. He was second-team All-Pro last year for Baltimore. He's already scored today. He is really gutting up and doing what he has to. Rob Sheck, a little bit of an awkward game for him tonight. He missed that handle. They need Rob Sheck to step up and do some big scoring tonight. He has not gotten into his groove yet. Shot clock down to 4. I don't think Blatchley knows it. And front, Wills doesn't know it. And guys, they're going to lose the ball, and they do. That was strictly 5 guys not being aware at the same time. Somebody, one of the 5, has to keep them tuned into the time and the shot clock. Timeout for Philadelphia. They're up by 3. We're into the second quarter. We'll be back with more action from the Core State Spectrum. Lee Belsbo, Christy Lee, Quit Kesnick, Bill on the deuce. 5-2, Philadelphia leads, and near the intermission, the crowd on either side chanting back and forth. The Chopper on one side, Big Gabe on the other. Scott Gabriel's dad comes down here from Vermont. What a great fan base they have in Philly. What a great team. This team, the defending national champion, defending North American Cup champion. Gary Gabe can't pick up that one. Govin, Stroop hitting him. Shot clock down to 4. Todd Curry brings the ball down, whistles all over the place.
Come on, blow the whistle. Clock all the way down. Take it back, Todd. All the way.
I got to tell you, I think Baltimore does look a little tight. They haven't gotten loose yet. They're looking for a leader. Philadelphia knows exactly what their roles are. They know who their leaders are. They're just following the routine that has been so successful for them. Baltimore, not quite sure who their big guy is. They need somebody to step up and start popping a few goals, and the other teammates will gladly follow the leadership. Claxton's one of the guys that could do it. He knows he put his team in a bad situation with a 5-minute major. Martino's been doing it all year. Right-handed shot with absolutely no angle. Shot clock down to 2. And Martino gets it back. Canabine takes one, but the shot clock had expired. I'll tell you what, I think they should have gotten a new one because Martino came down and bounced it off of the arm of Elliott. They're going to bring it back and reset it for Philadelphia's possession in the defensive zone. They have used a lot of transition here. Philadelphia likes to run, and Baltimore saying, okay, we'll try to run with you. But Philadelphia's comfortable, playing in front of 16,000. Baltimore having that monkey on their back. They've got to win tonight. Philadelphia couldn't pick it up. Kronberger can't get it before Miller does. Miller played on the national team last year. Clausen picks it up and gets it to Kronberger. Kronberger's got a player out in front. It's Canabine. Give it to Canabine. Yes. Canabine. Nothing. First shot clock is all he gets. You can't beat Elliott tonight. He is hot. 10:25 left in the second quarter. Plenty of time. The Wings so dominated the first quarter, but only got a 3-goal lead. They dominated every statistical category, but only 3 goals separate the teams. They've had great shots. It's the stone wall of Dallas Elliott that just keeps the ball away. Then again, Bates. No! Canabine ducks Denikin. Latchley suited up tonight. Brings it down. Great feeder from Towson State. Nobody has scored yet in the second quarter. Latchley looking around. Not too aware of the shot clock. Millen, great speed, good shooter. Millen comes in. Can't get it past Elliott. Now that ball came off the stick. They do not get a fresh shot clock. It's down to 4. That one will reset because Elliott just gobbles it up. Finran looking to beat. Nobody does it better. And there it is to Martin. Martin for a second goal.
Too many men. Too many men for
I don't know if that goal will count.
Too many men. Too many men. Too many.
So Martin got the goal, but the reason he got the goal because it was too many men. He was on the field too early. That's why he was wide open. Martin right now is coming at the top of the box. He's coming out before the man leaves the field. That's why he's so open. So right now the penalty is enforced. Too many men. He scores. Take the goal off the board. That one doesn't count. Turn that red light off, folks. It's still 5-2. And instead of a 6-2 game, it's back to 5-2. The goal didn't count, and it's a 5-on-4. Baltimore with their first power play. Mueller up top. They've reworked it a little bit here. Looking inside to Dixon. He can't pick it up. And a shot clock violation, if you can believe it, on the power play. Baltimore so tight, making just the simplest mistakes, the dumbest mistakes. Shot clock violations. They really got to start filling it up. What happens when Elliott, a goalie like Elliott, plays so well, you tend to give him too much credit. You tend to not take shots that you might normally take because he has been so effective. Mueller. They're extra, but he might take it. Goes for the other fight. And easy save for Elliott, who tried to get to Gary Gate. Gary Gate got Millen running him down. Millen, and a big save by Sawicki. I'll tell you what, it doesn't look like a power play. They should take their time and set it up. There's no reason to force this. They need to get the structure of a 5 against 4. In close, Mueller takes another shot. Not good power play shots. You've got to move the rotations, get the open, easy shot, and they're not doing it. Brisplin for Philly brings it back. They're just eating up the penalty, which is down to 39 seconds. 20 on the shot clock, so they basically killed this penalty. Rogers.
Right here.
Moving pick, ball goes back to Baltimore. They don't have time. 31 on the shot clock and 30 on the penalty. This will be a critical time. They've got to get a shot off here, and they've got to get one on the boards. They'll have one more chance to get a shot on the power play. It's 5-on-4 for 19 more seconds. Shot clock at 17. They're about identical. They've got to get a good shot at least. In the middle, and this is the play they set up. They can't get it through to Elliott. Good defense on Philadelphia. One more chance. Penalty down to 5. Shot clock down to 4. Martino takes it. Not very effective. Quick Kesnick on the sideline.
And Dallas Elliott, just a stone wall. How are you guys going to get it by him?
I think we just got one time. I think we're throwing too many fakes. I think we just got to shoot for the open spots.
Elliott is a baiting goalie. You don't want to fake him. You just want to shoot for net.
And Quinn was with Clausen, who had the 5-minute major. They survived that with only 1 goal. The way inside again. Martin trying to add on to his 1 goal. Martin, known as a defensive specialist, but at Penn State, when he played the field game, he was the most prolific scorer of his time. Set many offensive records, did Gary Martin. Team's all even now, so Philadelphia did a good job of just playing good, solid defense. 6:30 left in the second period. Script has no shot from the right hand there. Baltimore tackled Flynn, tackling him, and the shot clock again takes him out of their offense. How many times have we seen Baltimore just go ahead and use up the whole shot clock? They're down by 3. 6 left. Behind the back. Goal. Matt Kerwick makes it 6-2. Watch this. Wrap around behind the back. Dumps it past Sawicki. 4-goal lead for the Wings.
Moving. If the plays that keep moving, guys, their defense is there moving. We're not moving. You got to move, or you got to come over here and sit down. I'll play 5 guys all night. The 5 that want to play hard. Come on, come on. Show something right here.
And don't forget, pick up your hair cuttery coupon on the
Well, Skip Lickfus showing the intensity of somebody who has excelled at every level of field.
No goal.
One's up.
Like that bald head, man. I'll tell you.
And of course, State Spectrum fans really getting worn out in that furious first quarter. 16,000 plus here to root on the Wings. Face-off being dominated by the Wings, 8-1 so far. Gabrielson facing off against Ketamine, but it's Kronberger who picks it up. They're down by 4. They better hurry up. You saw Skip Lickfus imploring his team. Look at Martino laying it out. That's the kind of play Lickfus wants from everybody. He said he'll play 5 players if that's all he can find that want to run. Picked off by Clausen. He's playing a great game. Martino looking for goal, but he can't get it. The last goal was the first goal scored in 12 minutes. Defenses are playing very tough, and nobody playing better than Elliott. Martino one-on-one. He's got to make this one stick. Can't beat Dallas. Baltimore with another chance. Kronberger tries to get a screen, can't get the shot. Martino gets it back with 15 seconds on the shot clock. Thunder haven't scored in 15 minutes. Again, that last goal broke a 12-minute drought for both teams.
I got it. We got 2 minutes.
Govett, the leading bad boy on the Philadelphia team, gets his first 2-minute penalty of the day, and I guarantee it won't be the last.
2 minutes left, and he started the whole thing. 2 minutes.
Tommy Young taking no prisoners.
Just one.
Except this time he took one.
No,
Steve Govett.
Govett
will start it on number 44. Out of your screen there. Oh, there. That's Gary Gates. Behind him is Govett. There it is right there. 44 to 3. That's the end of the play. Oh, there he goes. A little shove. That started. And you saw that they had a good view of Govett's right cross.
Philadelphia Wings would like to thank all the season ticket holders.
Timeout called by Baltimore. 5:22 left in the second quarter. They're down by 4. It's judgment time.
On the offense on this play. Okay, so here's how we'll do it. We'll run it. Tuck, which side's better, do you think?
And the Court State Spectrum enjoying a 4-goal lead. Second quarter.
You know what we're doing? All right, let's go. Mark, good shot. Huh? Yeah.
The Wings have clinched the berth in the major indoor lacrosse league playoffs.
And make them earn theirs. All we're doing is leaving one guy back. Let's go, guys. Come on. Offense is their priority. Let's go. Take it away. Move it low. Move it low. Let's go.
To purchase your seats now.
Back to action. Baltimore needing to get something going. A good look there at number 21, Adam Mueller. They had 7 goals in the first 12 minutes of the game, 1 goal in the last 12 minutes. Great stuff from Dennis Wade, chief statistician. Dixon in close, and again, Elliott making the big save. Millen into Dixon, but they couldn't find it because of Volker. Elliott lost a piece of his equipment. He put his glove back on. It's 5-1-4. They're not getting good movement on the 5-1-4. That was a power play and 2 saves by Dallas Elliott. Here comes Martino. He should pull it back and wait. In close. Millen couldn't finish. Great feed by Martino, but he couldn't finish. Now they've got 4-on-2, and they take a shot from way out front. Millen again. Check by Volker over the head. Beautiful check. Baltimore playing like they've got to shoot in the next 30 seconds, like there's a 15-second shot clock. Showing no patience at all on the power play. None. Right now, Govett's in the penalty box for another 1 minute. So Baltimore is patient. They'll have time to run a play, and I guarantee you Skip Lickfus has some intricate plays, but they don't seem to be patient, taking time to run them. Robbie Scheck picks it up. Let's see if he waits and gets his team balanced. Marechek down against Volker. They've still got time. There's 40 seconds left on the penalty to Govett. Millen. They're in a 2-1-2. Millen comes down. It's 5-on-4. You wouldn't recognize it, though. They're all over the place. It looks like a mess. You've got to spread out those 4 players. Shot into Elliott. Let's go to Christy Lee on the sideline.
Tom, Dallas Elliott is having an awesome game tonight.
He is. He's playing spectacular. Every time a one-on-one comes down, he seems to stop it, and that's why we have him on our team.
You guys really have a quick start. Great first quarter, and then it seems like you get frustrated in the second. What happened?
We got to keep our composure, Christy. I think everybody's just doing little things that they're not used to doing, and we just got to stick with our game plan and just play like we can.
John Marechek with a sweep behind the back goal in the first quarter. We'll see more scoring from him, hopefully, Lee.
I think you're right, because Tommy Marechek can do it as well as anybody. The Canadian connection, Marechek and Gary Gait, maybe the most feared combination in the Major Indoor Lacrosse League. Used to be Veltman Tavares. This year, Marechek Gait. Actually used to be Paul and Gary Gait. Teams at even strength. Baltimore trying to get a good shot. Shot clock winding down now to 8. They are burning up a lot of time. Volker and they're playing good D. Oh, that silences the crowd.
Move it.
Far side, Strupp. Watch Strupp just line up that target and rip it. Baltimore's first goal in 17 minutes. Dan Strupp, 5th goal of the season. The Canadian product brought in. Todd Curry comes out to face off. They're experimenting with face-off, man. They haven't done well. Curry got in good position. Oh, they tried to get to Marechek, who was wide open. They took Klausner off the face-off, maybe because he hasn't been doing well. And they put in, I think they're sitting Klausner down because he's not running that hard. You heard Skip Lickers talk about it. If you're not running, I'm not going to play you. So he's got Todd Curry out there facing off. It may be a disciplinary move from some of the players. We'll see. 6-3 to score, under 2 minutes. And Gotti tried to redirect one, can't do it. Watch out, Gary Gates all by himself. He gets past his defense. Gate gets past one player up front. Marechek! Big save by Sawicki. Biggest of the night. That was a huge save by Sawicki. The ball up and over the glass. But Marechek out in front of Gary Gate. Unbelievable. Marechek 3 fakes, and then he comes up big to fill it up. Sawicki at his finest right there. 1:30 left in the second quarter. 3-goal lead for Philly. Trying to make it 4. Govett. Looking inside to Gary. Under the legs. Between the legs shot. And it hits Sawicki in the chest. Baltimore needs one badly. 1 minute left. Canopy. From Loyola again. Pulled down by Govett. Still up. In close and can't find the net. Delayed call.
We got holding.
6 different players have scored the 6 goals for Philly. A great sign for them.
Holding.
Holding call. Canopy gets mugged. Watch this play as they come up to meet him and then absolutely just rip him down. Govett not giving him the chance inside, but Canopy still comes up with the ball. What an athletic move. Klausner's on the sideline. He's a face-off specialist. One of the big stories in this game. They're being dominated by Philly.
Ronnie Gabrielson and Flynn, 2 of the tougher face-off men in the league. What are you trying to do tonight?
We're trying to actually pull it out a lot quicker than their guys can get in. That way we're going to try to generate some breaks, but it's not working so far. Second half, we're going to have to pick it up a little bit.
Back in the catbird seat to leave.
All right, Quinn. It is a huge story. It's not just not working. It's being humiliated. Face-offs are 9-1 instead of in favor of Philly, which is really putting them on the defensive. Now they've got another penalty situation, and where is the ball? Philly's got it.
On Baltimore.
Another situation where Baltimore cannot capitalize on the power play. 30 seconds left in the second quarter. Philadelphia, I think, has controlled the ball more when they've been a man down than Baltimore has in the same situation when they were a man up. it's been devastating for them. They've had chances to get some shots, but they have not taken advantage of it. 8 seconds left. They better hurry. They better hurry. Kronberger has to look up. 2 on the shot. Does he know? Takes it. Big save. And up and beautiful save by Elliott. Quinn Kasnick's got Skip Lickfus on the sideline.
Skip, you can't be happy with what happened here in the first half. Basically a playoff game for you guys, and you're down by a couple.
Yeah, but the funny part is, too, we're only down by 3. And that's the thing that's so weird about this. We're not playing with the right intensity level. We're still only down by 3. So let's just hope we can come out in the second half and do something else.
Baltimore hanging tough, down by 3, Leaf.
And Quint, you can hear the disgusting air of Skip Lickfus. He does not like the way his team is playing. He doesn't understand it. Christie's got the great Dallas Elliott, maybe the biggest story. He has been sensational, never better in my estimation, Christie.
That's right, Leaf. You're not playing a one heck of a game, Dallas.
Thanks.
Any explanation for that?
No, we just came out to play. No explanation, sorry.
Are you going to stay in for the second half?
I don't know. Well, it's the coach's decision. We'll see what happens.
Do you want to?
Well, Andy hasn't gotten much playing time this year. It'd be nice to see him in the goal.
It's also important going into the playoffs maybe to have him there with a little bit of experience.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Thank you very much, Dallas Elliott. An unbelievable first half for the Philadelphia Wings. And we are at the Core State Spectrum with more hard-hitting, fast-paced Major Indoor Lacrosse League action coming at you. But first, let's take a quick look at one of our weekly features called Rules and Tools.
Time for the rules and tools of the mill. Brought to you by Old Spice High Endurance Deodorant and Alcohol-Free Sensitive Aftershave. All-Pro Kevin Finneran is going to show us the equipment of the mill, starting with the shoulder pads, chest protection, rib pads, arm pads, and gloves, all mandatory in the mill, and all very lightweight, good protection, but flexible, because in lacrosse, you need to move a lot to get the shots off. Now look at the gloves in particular. No metal plate like in hockey, 3 segments of the thumb to add to the great dexterity of this protection.
The Major Indoor Lacrosse League on the deuce. It's halftime here in Philadelphia at the Core State Spectrum, where the defending world champion Philadelphia Wings lead the Baltimore Thunder 6-3 at halftime. And Quint, this game is so important. We're down to the regular season final game to determine who's going where in the playoffs.
That's right. If Baltimore wins, they're in the playoffs. They'll travel to Boston, and Philadelphia will host Rochester.
And if Philadelphia wins tonight, they're going to go to Buffalo to play the Bandits, and Boston will go to Rochester to take on the Nighthawks. It's still crazy, and we got a lot of great next half action coming up. What are your thoughts, Quint? What do you think about the Thunder?
Well, the Thunder right now, I think they're pressing because this is a must-win for them. Philadelphia's goalie, Dallas Elliott, outstanding. He has 5 or 6 just phenomenal saves. He has robbed Baltimore of 3 or 4 goals. You think Elliott will play in the second half?
Well, you're the All-American goalie. I was about to ask you that question.
Well, I don't think you want to mess with him. He's playing so well. You'd like him to enter the playoffs on a high note. Conversely, you'd like to see Piazza get some time before the playoffs. If Elliott happened to get an injury, you want a competent goalie.
And that's exactly what Dallas said. Andy may or may not see some time. We'll have to wait and see. That's coming up in the second half. Right now, let's check out some interesting facts about the game of lacrosse and look across the board here on the Deuce.
Across the board, an inside look at the subtle nuances and secrets of indoor lacrosse. Today we focus on clearing passes. This is Dallas Elliott of the Wings. Notice his outlet pass to Gary Gate. There's plenty of space between Gate receiving the pass and the player coming out of the penalty box. This is considered a good clearing pass, enabling the receiver to catch the ball safely. Here's an example of a bad pass. As Steve Kisslinger catches the ball, it's too close to the Wings bench. Keep your eye on number 6, Brian Volker. Volker blindsides Kisslinger. Unfortunately for Steve, he gets decleated and turns the ball over. Definitely not a way to win your teammates over. Clearing passes, getting your transition game in gear.
Welcome to our Bud Light halftime report for the Major Indoor Lacrosse League. Well, right now, Philadelphia enjoys a nice lead, 6-3. They have really had great control of the numbers in the first quarter, especially, as they always do. Only a 3-goal lead, as Skip Lickfus said, puts Baltimore in a good position to come back and really push for the win. Shot in favor of Baltimore. Saves way in favor of Philadelphia. It shows you the great game that Elliott has had. Loose balls in favor of Baltimore and faceoffs dominated by Philly. That has been the story. Extra man goals not really a factor. Second half, maybe the story could be the goal for Philadelphia, because Dallas Elliott started the game, had a great first half, but they may rest him in the second half and put Andy Piazza in. Andy Piazza has not had very many minutes. We may see Andy Piazza in the goal, and there he is now. He warmed up pretty heavily in a moment ago. He may start. We'll find out in just a moment. Tonight's MIL Game of the Week is brought to you in part by the Philadelphia Airport Hilton, the official home of the MILL in Philadelphia.
The Major Indoor Lacrosse League salutes its 1995 sponsor, hotels. In Baltimore, Maryland, the Sheraton Inner Harbor Hotel. In Buffalo, New York, the Buffalo Hilton. The Long Island Marriott in Uniondale, New York. In Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the new Airport Hilton. And the Radisson at Rochester Plaza, Rochester, New York. These are the official headquarters of the MILL.
We're back at the Core State Spectrum. Leif Elsmo along with Christy Lee on the Philadelphia bench. Quentin Kesnick on the Baltimore bench. And I'll tell you what, it's for all the marbles in the next 30 minutes. 16,000 plus here to see the Wings, the defending North American Cup champions. Baltimore Thunder in the red and yellow, the Wings in their silver and black. Tommy Young, head referee out there with the white helmet. He's mic'd. You might hear him talk through some of the problems on the field. Piazza not starting this second half. He doesn't have very many minutes. It would make a lot of sense for Philadelphia to put him in the game and give him some minutes, so we may see that. But right now, Elliott starts the second half. He has been the man that has kept Philadelphia in it. Philadelphia was right on form, starting strong in the first quarter and giving Baltimore an opportunity to come back in the second quarter, but Baltimore didn't do it. They only scored one goal. They matched Philly. Face-off now 8-4 as Baltimore gets the first face-off of the second half. They are starting off with a 5-against-4. They have a power play to start things off. Let's see if the pep talk by Lickfist works. The first shot is saved by Elliott. Robbie Sheck been in a little bit of a funk, I think, in this first half of the game. They need Robbie Sheck to step up and stick a few goals for them. Millen can't find the goal. Still a power play. 22 seconds left on that penalty. Philadelphia will kill it if they get possession, and they do. Ball still loose. Dixon can't get it. Robbie Sheck can't help. And Flynn gives it back to Elliott. You get the feeling that Baltimore doesn't believe.
10 seconds on the shot.
10-second violation for Philadelphia. So with 5 seconds left, they might get one more shot. The penalty door is going to be opened in a second. I don't know if they're aware of that. Here they come. Teams at even strength. Penalty is over. Millen trying to get his own shot. 5-on-5 now, early in the third quarter. Millen, 12 on the shot clock. Millen's a great shooter from UMass. The world's best World Games in Manchester, England. Shot clock again down to 2 seconds. Baltimore will lose it. But they lose it to Philadelphia before. The shot clock takes it away from them. They tried to hit Gary Gate on the fast break. Give the ball back to Baltimore. Baltimore has to start strong here to really prove to themselves, I feel, more than Philadelphia. Flatfley now resets for Baltimore. Now outscoring in the second quarter. Gary Gate opening the scoring up for all teams. Scored very early on in the first minute of the game. Hasn't scored since. Curry takes it, finds Rowe. Exactly what Baltimore needed. Look at him light up a little bit. Gladson does. And Curry, not a big scorer, a tremendous leader on this team. He's the kind of guy that I talked about that might step up and show leadership. Just cranks it to the far side. Elliott could not cover the full 18 square feet. They'll want the right hand, and Curry gets a little space and just aims for the far pipe. Gets it right inside. Beautiful shot and a well-timed goal, making it a 2-goal game, 6-4. Exactly what Skip Lickfist needed. Getting down low, it's 5-5 again. Todd Curry with the ball. He could be the leader this team has been looking for. An all-world veteran. All-American Syracuse Blacks laying close right into the face of Elliott. Blatchley, more of a feeder than a shooter, has learned to hone those skills here in the indoor league. It ain't easy, folks, when you've got a goalie as big as these guys are. Miller puts it right in the chest protector of Sawicki. Starts the second half again for Baltimore. J.J. Pearl on the sideline, if needed, for Baltimore. Andy Piazza, if needed, for Philly. Canabine. Baltimore down by 2. Plenty of time left in this game. Up to Claxon. Claxon being defensed by Bates. Shot clock down to 5. Moving pick gives it back to Philadelphia. They're looking for the fast break. They've got Curley. He can't pick it up. Baltimore gets it again. Canabine up front looking for a pick. Kronberger sets up against Falker. The pick and rolls are working on the far side. Nobody helping Kronberger out. Kronberger behind the goal up front. Martino! Can't get it. Quinn Kesselnick, no goal. Quinn Kesselnick on the sideline with Todd Curry.
Todd, your first goal this season, couldn't come at a bigger time. What's it going to take to beat Philadelphia?
Well, we had to come out in the first 5 minutes and try and get a couple goals to get some advantage going and momentum. That's what we're trying to do, is win the first 5 minutes, and then the next 5 minutes we'll take it from there. Right now, we're putting some pressure on. I think we're doing a good job at this point.
Veteran words from Todd Curry down here on the Baltimore bench.
There he is. Andy Piazza's in the game. He has come in now for the great one, Dallas Elliott. So some needed minutes for Andy Piazza as this team from Philadelphia moves on to the playoffs. They're in first place whether they win or lose, so this is a good move for Tony Rex to give Piazza some time. He may need him as they try to win 2 more games to defend their North American Cup. 2-goal lead for Philadelphia. They've got the ball. Watch out front. Can't get it past the wicket. He's got a second shot. Can't find the mark. Baltimore's got to pick up the ball on these second, third shots. Philadelphia, Kerwich got it. They're getting 2, 3, 4 shots at Sawicki. It's going to take its toll. Baltimore doesn't get the loose ball. Shot clock down to 16. Flynn wants the right. Oh, a great move inside. Ball can't get past the defense. Good check. Shot clock down to 7. Kerwich will shoot from there. Can't find the target either. Follow up. Boy, they're peppering Sawicki, but they can't find the net. That one can't find him either. Great save by Ted Sawicki. Had a hard time finding the ball, but he finally does. That was a lot of work for Sawicki. He needs more help defensively. 9:45 left. Third quarter, 6-4. Major Indoor Lacrosse League action on the deuce. Lee Fells, Roe Christy Lee on the Philadelphia bench. Quint Kesselnick, 4-time All-American, on the bench for Baltimore Thunder. Robbie Sheck, they need his goals, and the first save for Andy Piazza is an easy one. Sheck gets inside for the first time tonight, but Piazza makes the big save. Still 2-goal lead for Philly. Govett. The great Gary Gate. He has 1 goal tonight. He's 3. Gary Gate playing the best he's played in a long while. A 2-0 Baltimore run is stopped by the great Gary Gate. 3-goal lead for Philly. Gary Gate gets his 29th goal of the year. This ties him with John Tavares for the league lead. Look at it beat 2 players. Great power. Strong left-handed shooter tucks the stick late right in the face of Sawicki. And you've got to double, triple team him to keep him out of the face of the goalie. First goal in 12 minutes for Philadelphia. Gary Gate ending a drought. Barachek. He's dangerous. Defensed. Enclosed by Mueller. Mueller hammering him. Millen. Bad matchup here. Millen gets picked off. Barachek behind the back. Gary Gate can't pick it up. Shot clock to 13. Govett. Far side. Can't pick it up. Barachek. Finally, Sawicki looking for the outlet. Millen has great speed. He's off to the races. Defense looking for the trailer to Blatchley. Blatchley's got Curry to his left. Curry's got it now.
defense by Gabrielson. Curry looking to feed somebody, but not many cutters in front of him. You need some pick and rolls. You need some tandems. Shot clock down to 10. Miller can't get any angle. Loose ball picked up by Baltimore. They've got a lot of time on the shot clock. A good chance for a good shot. Todd Curry, you talked to Quinn Kesnick moments ago with the ball against Scott Gabrielson. See if Curry can show some leadership here. They need some help. You've got to work team. You've got to work pick and rolls. You have to have 2- and 3-player combinations. That's what Baltimore's missing right now, I think. They're not getting good combinations. Or you get a pick and roll, or you get a guy free. They seem a little stagnant in their offensive flow. Here comes Philly. Trying to get it to Miller. Finneran gets the loose ball. He can't get it. Stroop, watch out. Quick, looking for Rope.
Okay, we got it. We got it, Paul.
Huge goal for Jeff Wills and the Baltimore Thunder. They're back to within 2 goals. 7 minutes left in the third. Baltimore still has time.
Okay, that's what we got to have here. We got to be smart.
It's championship week on the Deuce, the Big West Women's Championship, Monday, 1 a.m. Catch all the action on ESPN2. Right now, Major Indoor Lacrosse moving toward the playoffs. This is the last regular season game in Philadelphia. Skip Lippis trying to breathe life into his team. Either foot, okay? All right, on the Philadelphia bench, Christy Lee's got the great Gary Gate.
And great, and in great shape, I might add. Gary, that was a great goal right in the face of Ted Sawicki. You have now tied John Tavares for the goal scored in the mill.
Oh, thank you very much. Just out there working hard right now. You know, Baltimore, this is everything for them. Everything for them. You know, we've got first place secured. They're out here working hard, going for it.
Well, you guys aren't doing so bad yourself.
Well, we're working hard still. You know, we're working hard. We want to win this game. We want to show 17,300 something that we're here to win.
And emotions are running high in this really, really, really intense game.
Looks like Martino's going to spend some time in the box with Bates.
Number 20's got 2 minutes roughing. Number 4's got 5 minutes for punching. 5 and 2.
Number 20, Chris Bates, 2 minutes for roughing. Number 3, Baltimore, 5 minutes.
So another major penalties to Baltimore may seal their fate. They are the only team in this game that has had a major penalty, and they've had 2 of them. That means 5 minutes in the box, releasable only by 2 goals by the other team, or of course the 5 minutes. They've got to have more poise. They've got to do the right things. Skip Lickmas has been preaching it to them forever. They definitely are tight tonight.
Join the team for the big post-game party at the new Airport Hilton immediately following tonight.
We're at the Core State Spectrum. The teams are 4 against 4 because each team has a man in the box with 6:35 left in the third period. Score 7-5 in favor of Philly. Gary Gate can make things happen. He's in close, underhand shot. Brushed aside by Sawicki. They can't get the loose ball. Finally, Sawicki does. Over to Horns. Kronberger. Kronberger inside against Piazza. Kronberger playing tough against Andy Piazza, who came in the third quarter for Alice Elliott. Push call gives it back to Baltimore.
Got a holding on Philadelphia. Holding.
Holding call. Tony Resch looking on. His team has played well, led throughout this game. There's not a minute they have not been in the lead of this one. They are the league's finest, defending North American Cup champions. Lost their first game this season, and that was it. Canopy in the face of Piazza. He can't beat him. Walker going for a head, trying to knock it off of Canopy. This will be trouble. This will be tough for Sawicki. All by himself in a mirror check. Can't find it. He hit the pipe. He hit the pipe. That was a goner. If he had just found rope, he couldn't find it. And look at Canopy. Loses the ball. Baltimore is so tight. They cannot get loose. Cannabine was absolutely exhausted. The ball was in his stick, and he lost it, giving Philadelphia another chance to score. In 20 seconds, Philadelphia will have an extra man because of the 5-minute major to the Baltimore player. Inside, Marichek wraps around, big save by Sawicki. Here comes Bobby Sheck. They need one big time here. Still 10 seconds of 4-on-4. Sheck inside, goes into Dixon, and beat Piazza. Piazza's look good. He allowed one goal in relief of Ellington. Look strong send. Watch out in the face of Sawicki. Martin takes a shot. Ted Sawicki with the big save. All right, now Philadelphia's man comes out of the box, but the major penalty to Martino keeps him there for 3 more minutes. So Philly will have 3 minutes of 5-on-4. First, they need the ball. Shot clock down to 12. Baltimore will use up most of this time. Maybe Millen will try to get a shot. Mark Millen from UMass. Played for New York last year. Shot clock down to 1. All right, they'll get rid of it. They ate up a lot of time on that penalty. Denikin tried to get a fast break on the other end.
Legs down here, let's go. Fresh legs.
Tony Resch wants fresh legs. He's yelling for fresh legs. And he didn't mean the Bud Light girls. Marichek, 5-on-4. Nostrin. Good from behind. Great physical play by Baltimore. They looked around for the penalty, didn't get it. Good play. Gary Gate. Into Sawicki. Fast break up front, looking for Kronberger. And beat Piazza. Good play by Sawicki, who found Kronberger coming out of the box. 1:30 left on the penalty. Philadelphia will have 1:30, still 5-on-4. Major penalty to Martino. Inside, Marichek, this is a gimme. Oh, far side to Denikin. Usually an absolute slam dunk. He just missed the goal. Marichek can't pick it up. Kronberger's got a man up front. It's Curry. Can Curry find it? Going underneath, the goalie is out. Curry picks it up, looking for the trailing player, Arms. Curry saying, settle down. He wants to burn up the 30 seconds. That is a veteran player. Baltimore has only 1 goal against Andy Piazza. Jeff Wills. He's the one that scored it. In close. This is Blatchley looking for Millen, who dropped his stick. Blatchley can't get it past the pizza man. They get a fresh shot clock, and Curry comes and gets the ball. Good play. 44 on the penalty, so they'll pretty much kill it if they hold it for most of the 30. Curry in close. Can't take the shot. Angle disappears.
Both of you. You take it, I got the timeout. Take them both. Come on, let's be smart. Let's not get into this stuff, all right?
And Skip Lickford wants his players to play smart. 1 player from each team going into the box. When we come back, 2-goal lead for Philly in the 3rd quarter. Watch the physical aspect of this game. Baltimore playing for their lives. Johnny Nostrin's going to take a shot. He makes one fake. The defense steps up. Hammers off. That's Angotti. Watch Angotti look behind him. He looks at the ref to make sure he didn't get the penalty, because he knows he went too high, folks. Anything over the shoulder should be 2 minutes in the box. Angotti with a good hit. One that could have given him 2 minutes. It didn't. Right now we've got Baltimore working with 26 on the shot clock, 25 on the penalty. They can burn the whole penalty here if they're smart. What are the odds on them beating it up? I think they want to do that. Blatchley's a great possession player. Looking for help from Curry. Billy Miller playing defense on Blatchley. Blatchley will tuck it away. He wants to burn up this whole penalty down to 9 seconds. Shot clock down to 6. They might try to get one. Blatchley moving inside. He's in the cylinder. Trying to get a shot off. Doesn't do it. Shot clock violation. They give it to Philly. Teams at even strength, though, they did their job. Good, smart play. Lickford liked that one. He didn't want to get them in trouble. Teams now at even strength. First time in 5 minutes. Extra man opportunities haven't been a big factor. There have been 5 opportunities total. Only 1 goal. That by Philadelphia. Marichek. He's so tough in that area. Watch out. Behind the back. Right hand. Goes goes to his left. He can do it all. Denikin can't beat Sawicki. I've got to tell you, Sawicki has stepped up and played a real solid second half. They can't beat him. If only his offense can step up. Ball knocked out of his stick by Marichek. Good play. Horn picks it up. Sawicki was looking for the fast break, but it was Marichek who just went up and intercepted it over near. Robbie Sheck, 6'2", 210, about the same size as the Gates. Inside to Dixon, who couldn't pick it up. Klausner can't get it past Piazza. He gets a fresh shot clock. Klausner's one of those great shooters that if he's playing at 100%, I mean intensity-wise, he can give you trouble. Check. Coming in, no angle, comes around Piazza, gets hammered from behind.
Interference, gotta give it this way. Interference.
Piazza knocked down. If he comes out, you can see Nellis Elliott again. Crowd loves the Pizza Man. And the Piazza, an All-American, best goalie in his senior year at North Carolina. Sheck knows he has to jump across to the far corner. Piazza read it all the way and goes lunging for the save. Still only one goal for Piazza. Allowed by Piazza, I should say. Baltimore has had a pretty good string of holding Philly down, but they've got to get some goals. They can't seem to get the offense going. Time winding down. Third quarter almost over. Watch out. One more shot. Martin may take it. It'll be Kerwin. Can't find Rook. Third quarter all over. 2 goals for Baltimore. One by Gary Gate brings the Thunder back to a 2-goal deficit. They've got 15 minutes left.
7-5, Philadelphia leading Baltimore. My name's Quinn Kesnick. I am with Bob Martino. Bob, 15 minutes left in your season if you guys don't turn this one around.
What we got to do is we got to start picking up the ground balls and taking smart shots. We got the backup goal in, and now's the time to catch up to them right now. So, hustle, that's the bottom line.
Hustle and exposing Piazza, 2 of the keys here for Baltimore in the fourth quarter.
And facing off, is Ron Klausner. Philadelphia has been dominating face-offs 11-4 at this point. Make it 12-4. Here comes Gabrielson. Back door. Easy shot. And he can't beat Sawicki. Sawicki is feeling good. Skip Lickers has that end of the field in good shape. Gary Gate in too close. They better nail him now. Back door. Another good save by Sawicki. They've got to get the loose balls, as Martino was telling you. Referee's timeout for Gary Gate to put his helmet back on. He had his headgear knocked off when he got double and triple teamed. Stats in the third quarter, you can see that the shots were darn even, but loose balls controlled by Philly, and that is killing the Baltimore team. This last possession.
Got a push on Baltimore.
Push on Baltimore. You can see that St. Lippis can't believe it. Philadelphia is getting 2, 3, 4 shots every offensive set. Baltimore not getting that many chances. Marichek in close. Here comes Stroop. Stroop up front. Wills to his left. Nobody there. Gary Gate playing defense. He tries to go into Gary Gate. He turns back. Stroop. Roll. Gary Gate turned his back for a minute. 2 goals for Stroop.
Come on, Todd. No, it's the white line.
So look at Gary Gate turn his back for a minute. Stroop just accelerated past him. Gate got a little bit lazy, and Stroop makes him pay. Gate has been having a sensational season, but he just turned his back for a moment on Stroop. Todd Curry, the team leader, congratulating him. Now it's a 1-goal game. Philadelphia down, or up rather, 7-6. Check from behind by Finneran. They'll call a push on him.
Here we go, this way.
Timmy Harms was off to the races on Piazza. Piazza has allowed 2 goals now.
Come on.
Philadelphia
Come on. Smell it, all right? Come on.
face-off.
Stay in it. Let's go. Come on. Let's go, guys. Keep it up.
Giblip is trying to get his troops believing in themselves. And I think really from my vantage point, that's the difference. They just really don't believe yet that they can do it. The next goal may tell the tale. Big save by Piazza. Only 1 shot, though. You notice Philadelphia gets 2, 3, 4 shots. Baltimore usually 1. Wings haven't scored very much. They've scored 1 goal in the second quarter. They scored 1 goal in the third. And they've only scored 1 goal in 23 minutes. That was Gary Gates. So Baltimore's got where they want them defensively. They've just got to have somebody step up and take over like Stroop did for that last goal, taking advantage of just a momentary lapse by Gary. Inside, Lindsey Dixon. He's got rope. It's all tied. Tied at 7. Dixon comes in again, accelerates past Miller, and once he's inside, he's close enough to make one fake and over the shoulder near side to beat the pizza man. Pressure applied by Baltimore now in waves. Big face-off as the game is tied. 12 minutes left. Baltimore fighting for their life. Philadelphia, first place wrapped up. They want to stay healthy. Obviously want to win the game.
Off. It's strapped on the board.
Tommy Young taking charge. Chris Flynn gets the face-off taken away by Millen. Look at the speed he's got. Nobody faster than Mark Millen. He'll have one shot. Takes it right-handed right into the chest of the pizza man. Fast break to Nostra. He can't get it. How will Sawicki play it? Plays off to Karen beautifully. Back to Adam Mueller. Adam Mueller brings it in against Chris Flynn. Barrels in. Looks for Rub. He's got it. Baltimore leads for the first time today. Baltimore putting on a lot of pressure, finally taking its toll against, look at that power move against Flynn. Coming in, finds rope, far side. 3 straight goals for Baltimore. Stroop, Dixon, Mueller. And they lead for the first time today. Let's see if they get loosened up. Can they take advantage of this opportunity to advance to the playoffs? They've scored 3 goals in 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Gary Gate can't beat Sawicki. He's been huge, but double tap. He comes in close, big, and then sets Sawicki to finally beat him. Sawicki has been sensational since the second quarter. Face-off now, Philadelphia leading 13-5, and they get another one. Nope, ball loose. Picked up by Stroop. Stroop coming in one-on-one against the big Piazza man. Push call against Govett. He's got a broken stick. He's got a race off. Govett comes off. Miller comes on. No, it's Flynn. Baltimore's possession. Game tied at 8. Just under 11 minutes in the game. Baltimore playing for their playoff life. Todd Curry, rather, with the ball, number 28. A veteran. In close. That's a good shooting position with 2 people on Stroop. 2 goals and couldn't get a good shot. Double team. Here comes Gabrielson. Marichek to his left. He's got it. Max Gabrielson reels by. With Marichek. Watch, he gives up to Marichek, and then he'll give it right back as the defense splits the 2. Wheels around the defense. Beats Sawicki. 2 goals in 52 seconds. What a great spin move. Look at this. Wheels around the defense. Just misses getting crunched. And Sawicki has had 2 of them right in his face. Baltimore tight again. Baltimore not knowing whether they should believe or not. Arms. Haven't heard from him today. Can't have it. He's got a goal. In the crease, they're taking it away. No goal. Still 1 goal lead by Philadelphia. Philadelphia looking to extend the lead out front.
Fenner can't get it. Watch out. Pass break. Kronberger. Kronberger with 3 guys coming behind him. Takes the shot from well out in front, but good defense by Philadelphia. And the ball goes back to the Wings. 9:30 left. Scott Gabrielson, team captain, team leader, and the score of the last goal with Christy Lee.
Could be a key goal, Lee. Scott, the Baltimore Thunder come at you with 4 unanswered goals. You answered quickly with 2.
Yeah, you know, we had a little slough off there, and they jumped all over. Bang, there's another one for us. We're getting back on the horse and ready to go.
There you have it. True champions. Johnny Nostrin leads.
And Nostrin comes in to make it a 2-goal lead for Philadelphia again. Baltimore had a momentary lead, but Philadelphia just rammed it right back in their face. Nostrin inside Kronberger. Nobody picks him up. And where is the heart? Johnny Nostrin loves it. 3 goals in 2 minutes and 15 seconds for Philadelphia after Baltimore scored 2 goals in 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Baltimore wide open, Lindsey Dixon can't beat the pizza man. Side Martin all by himself. I don't think Baltimore has it in them to win this game. That's the way it looks. On a 4-goal streak. They lead by 3.
Come this far. Come on.
3-goal lead for Philadelphia. Skip Linctus, the coach. Desperate Chopper taking care of the, I don't know, is it the West Side fans? On this side, it's a big game. There he is. Philadelphia scores 4 goals in 3 minutes after Baltimore had the lead for just moments. Kerwin is an ex-Thunder player. We'll see him in a moment. Inside the middle, and he's got rope. And now they're back within 2. What is happening here? The last goal for Philadelphia scored by Kerwin. And Kirklee's got him right now.
Tell you what, Lee, Matt, you had 2 great goals in this game. You almost had to go. Well, you guys did a great job, 11-9. Baltimore just scored. But you used to play for the Thunder, so it had to feel good to get that goal.
Yeah, it feels good to play against these guys. I mean, a lot of my friends are over there, but you always want to do well against your friends. So it's going pretty well so far.
A lot of offense in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, we really felt we weren't putting our shots on the cage. We wanted to concentrate on it, so we're doing a good job right now.
Sawicki. It's Gary Gate with Marichek. Sawicki getting a lot of shots right in his face with 2, 3, 4 fakes. Where's the defense for Baltimore? It looks too easy. Gary Gate far side. Marichek near side. 1 fake, 2 fakes, 3 fakes, 4 on the shots. Gabrielson is the only one that comes over to hit Marichek. Where's the defense? 12-9 to score, 7:30 left. There's enough time. I don't know if there's enough heart in this Baltimore team who looks a little bit flat-footed. They're playing a very good team, don't forget. Philadelphia has dominated this series. Curry wants it. Watch out! There's a good defensive check by Ngati. That's what you're talking about. When the player gets it on the crease, you better lay him out. And that's what Ngati did. Good play.
Move! Move!
These teams have scored 6 goals in 3 minutes and 32 seconds. After going for a long drought. 2nd and 3rd quarter. Really not much. Spread out. Baltimore desperate. Ngati. He gets the goal! Waved it off. Forget it. In the crease. 6:30 left. Here comes Flynn. Sawicki with the big save. Desperation time for Scoop and Baltimore. They're back to a 3-goal lead, and this is the one that was called back
Looked pretty good. He comes flying in. We really couldn't see the line at all. The refs are right there. This one for Canabine. Can't take the shot. Canabine wheels, fires. It's a front shot clock, but no goal. Canabine blocks it up against Volker. 6:25 left. Desperation for Baltimore. They need one. They need it now. Platson. It's Canabine. Good shooter. Goes lefty. Can't get it. Kerwin. Ex-Thunder player. We just talked to him. Against Torrance. Double team. Somebody's open. Watch out. Here comes Martin. Retirement goal. No. Kronberger picks up the loose ball against Kerwin, and he's got a little room in front of him. Where's his help? Where's the pick and roll? Millen. Open. He's got number 10. Find out. Find out. Hat trick for Mark Millen. He came to play. 5:47 left. Still time for the Thunder. They're down by 2. Lickfist calls a timeout to regroup.
Somebody and go somewhere. No, that's the only way we're going to do it right now. You can't do it by yourself. You got to do it together. Give it up, go. Give it up, go. Defensively, don't forget about that end. We can't give up any more goals. We got to stop them down there. All right? Let's go. We're going. Keep going. The block line, they just came out.
Mark Millen just scored his second straight goal with 5:47 left in the fourth. This game would be a lot closer if the goal was counted that wasn't counted just moments ago. Let's take a look at it again. Angotti comes in. Let's see if he steps in the crease. He jumps. He wasn't really in the crease at all. What a great job of tiptoeing. Watch Angotti's feet. He doesn't step in the crease. He tiptoes. This is a good goal. It was taken back. It should be a one-goal game. Referees had him standing on the line. Not the case. They don't have a replay. We do. Not fair for the refs. They're doing a great job. But that goal should have counted. It would be a 12-11 game. It's not. And it doesn't even matter because the score remains 12-10. 5:30 left. The great Gary Gate. Picked up by Faulkner. Watch out. Fast break. Here comes Millen. Looking for 3 straight. Can't do it. That was a huge opportunity. They needed that one big time. Gary Gate. Inside to Kerwin. Can't pick it up. Time winding down. This will be a killer. It is. Gary Gates, the undisputed lead in the major indoor lacrosse league, a well-deserved one. What a fantastic season he has had. 3 goals tonight for Gary Gates. Watch him pick it up, loves the left, takes a fake, and just rips it past Sawicki. There's the leading scorer in the middle for 1995. McAvoy takes it. This baby's all over. Baltimore has to pick it up and get a quick goal if they're to have any chance, any hope. 2 goals in 27 seconds after Philadelphia's offensive pattern tonight, scoring in quick succession. They play tough.
A veteran in Flynn at 10:30, wing 14, Baltimore.
McAvoy. Big celebration for the Score Spectrum fans. Shot clock winding down, so Finneran takes a shot. Well, the math is very simple. Baltimore has to score now. Different goal scorers for Philadelphia. They came to play tonight, folks. And believe me, a win tonight doesn't do them any big favors. They have to go up to Philly to play, or up to Buffalo to play Buffalo, and that's the last place they lost. First game of the season. Martino. Desperation, maybe not enough time. 4-goal lead for Philly.
All right. Freelance has kicked the ball. We're going with kick the tackle. So, don't forget to tune into the we're going to go with six. Right now? No. Next time.
3 minutes into the fourth quarter, Mueller scored for Baltimore to give them a lead, and that was the last time they had it, the only time they had it, because then it was 4 straight goals for Philly. Pizza, he's the man that they're chanting for right now. Power play for Baltimore. They've got to get one here and add 3 to it, just a tie. Whoa, rocket by Millen. Off of the shoulder of Pizza.
Off the goalie.
He's played an exceptional second half. Millen, or Martino rather, to Millen. Tries to get it across to Shaq. Terrible pass, and they might lose it in the process. That kind of pass, you give up the season. Trying to get it to Millen again. Baltimore doing all the wrong things. McAvoy to Martin. Hey, how about Martin scoring here to wind up his career? That'll about kill the chances. Well, Philadelphia gives it right back to Baltimore. If they get one here, mathematically, I guess there's still a chance, but they've got to hurry. What a great night for Philadelphia. First place team showing what they're made of. North American Cup champions. They want to show the world they are the best, and they are, folks. Martino takes a shot, goes back to get it. Good play by Martino. He knows he has to shoot quickly. Shot clock down to 11. Millen tries to get inside, but it's by Grant Mueller. He's got it.
Security behind sections B and W. James Grandrock. Please report.
Now Sawicki's coming out.
B and W.
And they will go with a 6th attacker on the face. So Sawicki is getting ready to come out. Wait a minute now, J.J. Pearl's putting his equipment on. What's going on? Great goal by Mueller inside on the 5-on-4. And that is...
Baltimore goal scored by number 21, Adam.
Well, J.J. Pearl is going to the game. We're trying to figure this out. If you look at the score, 14-11. They're within 3. They need the face-off. Canabine is out there against Gabrielson. But J.J. Pearl's come in. I think Sawicki has injured his hamstring. Here comes the fast break. They can't even get the shot off. Canabine had the fast break. Couldn't even get a shot. J.J. Pearl had come out. It's all over. Wide open net. Pearl was out. Look, he can't get back in time. Nastrin nails the coffin tight. Hey, what a season for this team. They lost the first game to Buffalo, and that's who they have to face next week. This team has got a lot of guts, a lot of moxie. By winning this game, they go to Buffalo to take on a team that beat them last. Under 1 minute left, a 4-goal lead. Philadelphia showing they are the true class of the league. Let's let the 16,000 fans take over from here. They love it. Well, 22 seconds left.
They had too many men. 35 33.4. 33.4.
Philadelphia penalty. Too many men on the field. 2 minutes.
And I guess
6 guys, Dan, you're in the
what
middle.
Pittsburgh coach Dennis Way is telling me is probably true. They took Sawicki out because he has a bad hamstring, and J.J. Pearl had to run back and forth. Let's go down to Quinn Kesnick with Ted Sawicki right now.
Ted Sawicki, tough evening. Philadelphia's got a lot of firepower.
Yeah, they do. We were caught up, and they just came storming at our crease. I wish I would have got a couple of them, but they know how to pick them, and unfortunately, we just haven't put the ball in that as much, and it's sad. We tried so hard.
Ted Sawicki, veteran goaltender. Back upstairs, Lee.
Well, Baltimore in the last 21 seconds trying to get one more, but it won't matter. 4 goals, 3 goals, 2-goal lead. Doesn't matter. Philly will win this one. Martino in close. What a great season he's had. He gets goal number 12. It won't be enough. So 12 seconds left as Martino gets goal number 12. And Philadelphia goes back to face off one more time. Scott Gabrielson against Klausman. This baby is history. Philadelphia, the defending North American Cup champions, will march on to the playoffs against Buffalo. Getting the announcement of Gary Gait as the MVP. No surprise there. What a season he's had. A hat trick tonight makes him the league's leading scorer over Johnny Tavares of Buffalo. But what a great night. Philadelphia showing that there is nothing but heart in their team. Nothing really to play for. Gary Martin playing his last game, and he scored a goal tonight. It's been a great night for Philadelphia. When we come back, we'll have final comments for the Court State Spectrum.